Albania is one of Europe's hidden gems and one of the least visited countries in Europe. But despite it being off the beaten path for many, it has plenty to offer from beautiful beaches to fascinating history. In today's video, we will be covering the top 10 things every tourist should know before visiting this amazing country. So make sure to watch until the end. Number 1. When is the best time to visit? The best time to visit Albania depends on what you want to do and see. If you want to enjoy the beaches, then summer is the best time to visit, but it can get quite hot. If you want to hike or explore the mountains, then spring and fall are the best times to visit as the weather is milder. Winter can be cold and snowy in the mountains, but that also makes it a great time to go skiing. And early May and late September are great months to avoid the crowds and enjoy shoulder season prices. No. 2. Do I need a visa? For most travelers, they won't need a visa for short stays in Albania. Citizens of the European Union, the United States, Canada, Australia, and many other countries don't need a visa for stays up to 90 days for tourism or business purposes. However, it is always best to check with your local travel agency or embassy for the most up-to-date information on visa requirements before traveling. Number 3. What is the official currency? The official currency in Albania is the Albanian lek, which is subdivided into 100 kindarks. While the euro is widely accepted throughout the country, it is always a good idea to have some local currency on hand for smaller purchases and tipping. Most banks will exchange your money, but it is also possible to withdraw cash from an ATM using a debit card. 4. What is the best way to get around? The best way to get around Albania depends on where you are going. Taxis are widely available throughout the country, but they can be expensive if you don't bargain for the price beforehand. Local ones are usually cheaper than the ones at the airport. Larger cities also have public transportation systems that are cheap and reliable. Buses are the main form of public transportation, and they run frequently between major cities. There is also a train that runs between the capital city and the coastal city of Durrës, but it is not very useful for getting around the country. Renting a car is another option, but the roads can be winding and narrow in some areas. No. 5. What should I do if I have no money? If you find yourself in Albania with no money, there are a few things you can do. The first thing to do is to contact your embassy or consulate for help. They may be able to give you some emergency funds or help you find a job so that you can earn some money. You can also try to contact your bank to see if you can get a cash advance on your credit card. If all else fails, you can try to find work as a waiter, bartender, or tour guide. These jobs don't require any special skills, and you can earn enough money to get by. Just make sure to get paid in cash so that you don't spend all your money on credit. No. 6. What are some must-try foods? Albania has a variety of delicious foods that are definitely worth trying. By far the most popular dish is bajrak, which is a savory pie filled with ingredients such as cheese, spinach, or minced meat. Another must-try is tavu kosi, which is a baked dish made with lamb, yogurt, and rice. For dessert, be sure to try trillis, which is a delicious rice pudding. And finally, no trip to Albania would be complete without trying some of the fresh seafood. Be sure to try the grilled fish or shrimp, and you will not be disappointed. And don't forget to pair your meal with some raki, the traditional Albanian drink made from grapes. 7. Where should I go if I only have 2 days? If you only have 2 days in Albania, then you should definitely head to the capital city of Tirana. This vibrant city has a lot to offer, including a variety of historical sites, museums, and galleries. Be sure to visit the Skanderbeg Square, the National Museum, and the Etham Bey Mosque. You should also take some time to explore the trendy Bloku neighborhood, which is home to a number of cafes, bars, and restaurants. If you have some time left over, then be sure to visit the nearby town of Cluj, which is home to the impressive Cluj Castle. No. 8. How safe is it? Albania is generally a safe country for tourists, But it is important to be aware of your surroundings and take common sense precautions. Most of the crime in Albania is petty crime such as pickpocketing and theft. To avoid becoming a victim of crime, be sure to keep your valuables out of sight and don't flash large amounts of cash. Also, be careful when using ATMs as they are often targeted by scammers. In addition to petty crime, there is also the occasional violent crime, such as mugging and assault. To stay safe from violent crime, avoid walking alone at night in deserted areas and don't argue with strangers. Overall, Albania is a safe country for tourists, but it is important to take common sense precautions to avoid becoming a victim of crime. No. 9. What should I pack? Albania has a Mediterranean climate with hot summers and mild winters. So be sure to pack accordingly. Be sure to pack light clothing, such as shorts, t-shirts, and sandals for the summer, and sweaters and jackets for the winter. In addition to clothing, be sure to pack sunscreen, insect repellent, and a hat. Don't forget to also pack a good camera to capture all of the beautiful scenery. And finally, be sure to pack some cash, a credit card, and your passport. Number 10. What should I avoid? There are a few things that you should avoid doing in Albania if you want to be respectful of the locals. First, you should avoid taking photos of people without their permission. Albanians are generally very friendly, but they can be offended if you take their photo without asking. Second, you should avoid eating with your hands. It is considered rude to eat with your hands in Albania, so be sure to use a fork and knife if you're in a restaurant. Third, you should avoid talking loudly in public. Talking loudly and making a scene is considered rude in Albania, so be sure to keep your voice down in public. Finally, you should avoid walking around with your mouth open. This is also considered rude in Albania, so be sure to chew with your mouth closed. That's all for now. Thanks for watching. If you like our videos, be sure to subscribe and comment below to let us know what you think. We look forward to seeing you next time.